I think you speak to that demographic a lot, man. The people the majority of people just live regular lives, go to a regular job, do regular things. And, you know, even they want to hear something real from time to time. You know?
Bro, I ain't never seen a come up to me and tell me, we love what you're doing. No, they're trying to see where Ruby going in, or I'm trying to get to the top. It's not happening. Nobody. Listen, man. Listen, let me tell you something. Y'all seen Bill Clinton? He was the president, right?
Correct.
He got some head. What happened?
He got impeached.
Have you ever heard from that?
Nah, I think she tried to sell a book, but that was it. Yeah.
Today's life, stripping not even cool to people no more.
Yeah.
That's getting played out. I'm telling you, man, people want that real, organic, from the heart. When you can get millions of people to listen to what you say, and they can put themselves in your shoes. Man, come on, man. Yep. You can't go against the grain on that.
I agree.
You can't.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never hated on C-Dub, bro. And I had to tell him myself. You know, he mentioned it. You ain't hear the thing what he mentioned?
Nah, I didn't hear him shout you out.
No, he ain't shout me out. You want me to play? You want to see it?
We'll check it.
Yeah, I got to.
Well, I knew, man.
Yeah, you gonna be like, damn.
I knew, man. You just, yeah, man, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You got it. But, man, let's go ahead and segue into some more other, some random topics. All right. Now, I don't know, this is kind of in your wheelhouse, but I was wondering if you were clued in on this or you knew about what's going on in Chicago. So recently, Chicago, they lost 3 of their major Wal-Marts, which is one of their major employers in the city. And, one of the food hubs for people who live in inner city Chicago. And people are rubbing their hands and wondering why, like what in the world happened? It seems like Walmart was losing so much money from theft that they just threw their hands up. I had never heard of that before, so it's making national news.
Them black folks been hurting up there. Them black folks been hurting from the music, the crimes. The music created the crime.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, some of it. Yeah. Recently.
All of it, bro. It come from that drill, bro. Them black folks been hurting up there since late 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can't go outside, when you can't go to work, when you walking for work, it was a woman that was walking for work with her homegirl and got shot. A mother got shot and killed. So when you can't even go to work and do none of that, them black folks is hurting. And it's not just them Latinos. You got Latinos up there. You got Caucasians up there that not with the racist stuff. Yeah. Them people up there hurting and nobody not taking it. Only time Chicago, Illinois get acknowledgement is when it's a murder.
That's true.
Or when they run in stoves. Nobody not trying to give assistance to them. If y'all trying to give assistance to them, y'all ain't did nothing positive. We got too many millionaires and billionaires with money from Chicago. But I'm trying to tell people you ain't got to be from Chicago to help Chicago.
That's true.
You ain't got to be from Austin to help Austin.
That's true. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Very good point.
I'm just being 100. Because if I was up like that, hell yeah, I'd do that. Because I know the pain. They've been hurting, bro. Everybody looking at everything else with the murders. How can we get that? How can we get it from that? We know we pull them up, we can go into jail, but how can we, let's come up with another solution, besides locking them up.
Yeah, it's tough.
Because obviously, we, Chicago Police Department, we know it's rough out here. We know. So instead of locking them up as the first consequence, let's try coming with another consequence. Let's try to get some of the big heads and that know that they got these little looking up to them. Let's try to get them something where we can come to an understanding and meet a ground. That's when you're going to see better.
Yeah.
That's when you're going to see better, bro. When they can meet their ground.
I think, man, it's a system where people who make it, they gotta leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even the rappers, like we've talked to a couple of them, they all live in Atlanta or they either live in Houston. All the people in drill rap who are well known and stuff like that, they all live in Atlanta or live in Houston now. You know what I mean? So even the cats who could directly get some attention and get some
But that's wrong. Don't start that tension and leave.
Good point.
If you're gonna start that tension, you stay there to fight that tension. Because you started it. Y'all start the tension and y'all leave y'all city and y'all go do videos and still repping that city. How you repping that city when y'all started this tension from this block to that block, and then y'all gone still starting that tension, man. Y'all ain't on nothing. I don't believe you. I don't believe you because you throwing your rocks and hiding, and that ain't right. You ain't, and none of y'all ready to put a AR in their hand and then trying to turn them on to some money. These young got talent.
Yeah.
Y'all putting a gun in an image in their hand. Y'all ain't putting a mic or whatever to put them in their hand. Y'all ain't doing none of that.
And the last person we seen who actually did something similar to that was King Von. He went back to Chicago. Remember, he handed out.
I can't wait till I be able to do it.
You know, he handed out all that money.
Yeah.
But then, you know, later on they tried to say there was some, you know, some street stuff involved in all that. But at the moment, that gesture says a lot. You get that loyalty, it seems, forever from the cat.
It showed me where your heart was.
Mm-hmm.
You broke your whole check down. Because what rappers don't understand is that a lot of things happen to rappers because when y'all get the check, y'all go feed other I just met in the rap game. Y'all leave the ones that was broke with you when y'all was putting cassette and the other cassette together and rapping.
What? Say it.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all forget that when y'all was in goddamn elementary, y'all was cheeking together. Cause y'all was so bad as hell. You forget about all that. He came up with you. So then you went and go mess with some rap. You went over here. You just knew him for 6 months, you know what I'm saying? And that ain't real. It ain't none of that going on, bro. That ain't none of that going on. They forget their roots. They forget where they come from. Like, money don't supposed to change. It's supposed to change your environment and everything where you come from. It's supposed to help you get stuff that you couldn't achieve to get. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing it's supposed to do. But far as that, like, what's a good word for it? Far as that, like, I say disloyalty for me. Disloyalty go in all form, fashion, in family, in a way of living. Mm-hmm. Loyalty is a much of everything. When a person tell you they ain't got no loyalty to nobody, get away from them.
Yeah, that is a red flag.
Man, it's too much. They'll backdoor you. They'll get you killed. They'll do anything. You gotta have loyalty to your job. You tell Goodwill. You go in there and tell the job. They ask you that's why I do background checks. How long you stayed at this job? Mm-hmm. 2 years or 3 years. Okay, you got some little loyalty to the job. 2 years. You know what I'm saying? 3 years. Oh, why you at 6 months at this job? 4 months at this job? You got no loyalty. You think they want you at their company and they couldn't this check, so you only gonna get a check so you can go pay down on the car payment and do this, and then you gone. You gotta have some ground and loyalty somewhere, bro. Nobody ain't got it. Nobody is not fit. A 500 company is not finna hire nobody with no loyalty. Right. And that work in a day of life for everything you do.
And that goes to show that, man, simple principles, man, that we take for granted sometimes can be applied to our life in any way and still prove to be, you know, for us to be successful, you know?